never break your pride. Don't believe what they tell you. They try to sell you. When dreams died, plans fell through. They can never break your pride. They can never take your pride.
Welcome to The Topics. I'm Adrian Stewart, and with me is...
Jay Bernard, that's my name.
And our guest today is Achan Sirot Klampaiboon, an independent scholar on human rights and politics.
Okay.
So what are today's topics?
Today's topics are become a Farang's wife and have an easy life.
Thailand on top.
Serial breast drugger.
And mobile goes down.
More jobless people. Find the taxis.
Bottoms up.
And finally, washing your dirty linen on social networks. Be careful because maybe
someone's watching. Starting off with our topics for today, our first topic, Farang wives. Here's the story. The story goes like this. There was a member of parliament. He was addressing a group of constituents, and he mentioned that Thai wives should actually get Farang husbands.
or Thai women.
Thai women should get Farang husbands. Okay.
Right.
Thai women should get Farang husbands because it will give them an easier life. Right? He talked about how they should actually learn English, not at a table, but lying down, and then they can go to a hospital right after that. Okay?
You should learn English lying down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there was a lot of, protests about his comments.
Right.
Did you hear about this, Achan?
Well, a little bit, but I think it's funny because it shouldn't be something we expect to hear from our member of parliament, right?
So definitely not something you expect to hear from a member of parliament, especially when you have a female prime minister,
Yeah,
right?
that's right. But how could you say that? I mean, the idea is really the stereotype of women and the stereotype of the Farang male. Like he expect all Farang to be rich and treat women very well. So
yeah, he was also referring to, I think, the policies of European governments where they give a lot of benefits to their citizens. For instance, a free education for life or free medical care and so on and so forth in European countries like Sweden and so on and so forth.
Well, I think you could also turn it around the other way, because I know a lot of Thai ladies, they actively look. Well, I don't know them, but it's a stereotype.
Really?
Okay, I'm making I'm going to make a stereotypical statement here to back up what the honourable gentleman from Samut Prakan said. And he said that what he's maybe saying is that Thai women need to think outside of the box when they're looking for a suitable
but
partner,
the meaning
because the stereotypical Thai male that people in this area might be exposed to is normally or can be a philanderer. He's always cheating. He's a drunk. He's lazy. Doesn't necessarily help around the house. Prone to disappearing for days on end, and is not very good with money. And pretty much probably has one or two other wives or bits on the side. So why shouldn't they look for that pot of gold?
Yeah, on
the end
that
of the
point.
rainbow.
Okay. So I mean, there have been stories going around about Thai women who actually marry a Farang, move to a country, and then disappear, and then disappear.
Oh, you mean they get the ticket abroad, they get set up overseas, they learn a little bit of the lingo, and then they move on. And then they jump ship to invariably one of their friends, husband's friend who's got more money or has a cafe or something like that.
But why this MP did not mention about the Japanese male or Singaporean male? What is the issue here? I mean, why only Farang?
Well, he said Germans, right? He said, according to he said German and Swedes or Norwegian husbands. Why not English husbands?
The same countries that are probably suffering from financial problems, the EU crisis. Perhaps they've been giving too much money to their people.
Well, he said what he meant. What he was also saying was that you can live for free overseas and you can get all kinds of welfare support for free, apparently, overseas. I mean, I don't know about those countries, but what we do know is that a lot of those European nations are in deep financial crisis because so many of them turned into welfare states.
Right.
And also the very tricky question of immigration and the number of immigrants that are able to enter those countries now and leech off the system.
But if we think about this in another perspective, this voice from our member of parliament is a reflection of something that perhaps we are in the country that don't know how to deal with the social welfare of people, and then one MP try to help people by encourage them to marry.
I mean, is it giving them false hope, Ajahn? I mean, addressing a group of 1,000 mainly jobless people and telling them look for a Farang husband. I mean, how likely is it that they're going to find a Farang husband?
Yes, right. Well, I think the problem here is the stereotype of Thai male, as you say, and the stereotype of the Farang. And in this sense, the member of parliament, Kun Sunai, create a utopian world in the Western society that if you succeed to marry them, you will have a good life forever.
Is it likely though? Is it true? I mean, in
Yeah,
reality, what are you going to do? I mean, who are you going to marry? I mean, you're not going to marry. You're going to marry Richard Branson or Prince Harry, are you?
Right.
Yeah.
The reality is actually you see a lot of Farangs actually wanting to live here rather than bring wives back to their home country. Life here is much easier, more sabai, you know.
But they don't have to work so hard, right?
They don't have to work so hard. It's and it's not cold, nice warm
So
weather.
they can be more like Thai men. They can drink cheap whiskey, have lots of women.
Not so cheap. We'll talk about it.
And work not so hard as
and
they would
force
in
the women
Farang
to do
land.
all of the housework here.
Yeah.
So they know how to be Thai very well.
Okay.
So maybe the Thai women are looking for the Farang husband, but the Farang husband is looking for the Thai wife so they can become more Thai.
Exactly.
So it's actually, what is that? What would you call that in social development?
Well, the hopeless society.
A hopeless society.
Well, if the member of parliament saying this, it is a reflection of something, right?
Is it a reflection of himself, do you think?
Well, perhaps almost like that.
Perhaps we are calling into question the qualifications of this member of parliament. Is he qualified to even speak on this topic?
Maybe it's another little white lie. He just said he said it, but he didn't really mean it. Yeah.
So we are in white lie society.
White lie, more rabble-rousing.
Don't trust what you hear.
With social networks, a lot of things that were said behind the doors gets put online and becomes public now. So we'll come to also that point in a bit. Let's move on to our next topic. We didn't get any gold medals. Thailand didn't get any gold medals in the Olympics. But
Got a silver though.
yeah, we didn't get any gold. We were not on top. But right now, the next topic, Thailand on top. A little survey has declared Thai men to be the most, what do you call it? The most,
Achievement?
the most,
Thai men, it's Thai women, isn't it?
Thai men and women.
Oh.
Men were in first place and women
really?
in second place.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Thai men came out top as the most promiscuous, and Thai women came out second in the world
For cheating.
for infidelity.
Okay.
All right, so wow. Wow, is this something we should be proud of? All right, so a disclaimer. The survey was done by Durex. All right, Durex, as we know, is a condom manufacturer. So people were
other
complaining.
brands of condoms are available.
Yeah,
We
other
should say
brands
that.
are available. Yes,
Yeah.
so we're not promoting a particular brand. So the people who complain about this say that this was a survey done by someone who wanted to promote his own products by emphasizing the infidelity and the multiple partners so that you can use more of their products to protect yourself. But let's talk about this.
Well, sex sells.
Yeah,
And
it does.
sex is fun. I mean, why shouldn't people have more sex, Ajahn?
In some sense,
With multiple partners, as long as you're safe. Why not?
well, you are a married man, so you.
But you're an Ajahn of social science. I want your opinion on it.
Well, what I see in this poll is, well, I think it's interesting because in some sense, well, it was done by the condom company, but
Yes.
in another way, the meaning of this is they try to denaturalize the idea of sex, try to make it less prohibited, so people can
not
talk
such
about
a
it.
taboo.
Yes.
Right?
So reflect another side of the story, another perhaps dark side of the story that people do not believe in a fixed marriage life anymore.
Well,
I don't know.
I mean, the whole Thai setup. I mean, Thai women and men clearly like having sex with multiple partners. Thai families often have one or a husband often traditionally used to have minor wives.
Okay.
A wife,
don't
a
know.
wife
You know,
and
when
a
I-
family, or maybe a wife and a family
But I
in,
think
in
this is-
Chiang Mai or something. So why is it such a taboo? Why can't we talk about these things? I mean, all Durex are saying, okay, so yeah, as you said, they're trying to bring it out in the open, make it less prohibitive. So why not?
Well,
I mean, what's the big
it-
deal here? I mean, it's in front of our faces. I mean, we've got a thriving sex industry in Thailand, but
Yes.
with something that we can't.
But I don't think
It's like it doesn't exist, but it clearly
male
does
in this
exist.
country has a capacity to have a minor wife.
Yeah.
You need to be rich, or you need to have some money,
No,
right?
you don't. No, you don't at all.
So it's an issue of the middle class or perhaps the upper class.
Is this an issue that there are more men, there are less men in society and more women? So women
Well, I mean, the
need-
story says that 59% of Thai women admit to being, or 59% of Thai women surveyed admit to having cheated on their partner.
That's right.
So, I mean, that can't just be one section of society. It's got to be from bottom down, bottom up.
You know, when I first came to Thailand, so this term was strange to me. Gig,
Yeah.
right? This gig is, what does gig mean? What does gig mean? I'm not talking about a concert, right? In English, gig is a concert, but in Thailand, gig is a
like a temporary partner.
a temporary partner, a playmate perhaps, a companion, and often associated with a sexual companion.
Yes.
And
Right.
this term only exists in Thailand.
Yeah.
So-
so it's okay to be.
So
a
it
gig.
seems to
it's
be
the
a-
acceptable side of cheating, right?
Yes, right. Well, here, but why they don't mention about the affair among the gays or the lesbians? Do they have this problem? I don't know.
Do gays have infidelity issues?
Yes, or cheating their partner,
Okay.
the gay and the lesbian.
I think on the homosexual side, I think that maybe in their community or in their scene, it's not such a thing. It's not such a mental or social issue that they can't have multiple partners unless they're making a specific.
So this new
commitment.
work in the context of the family structure, the idea of the family that need to be moralized, to be clean all the time.
Okay. So you know, I mean,
It's hard to deal with this issue, right?
it's I know. Okay. So let's say this was only a survey, a reflection of a. I don't know if it was a random survey. I don't know where. They
I
did
think
the
it's the
survey.
kind of survey that Durex do every 4 or 5 years. They always
Yes.
come up with one of these wacky surveys.
And it
And-
say the same
Yeah, it
message
always
all the
says
time.
like, oh, you know,
The message never change.
someone is doing, you know, more people are doing this kind of behavior or something like that. I don't think anyone should be surprised by those results.
Okay. So a lot.
So I mean,
more-
judging by the way some people carry themselves around town, I would say that maybe those numbers are a bit on the low side. Yeah. I mean, what's interesting is that also the numbers of sexual partners that men have. I mean, it's Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand are among. Oh, Singapore is amongst the highest, right? Malaysia is amongst
apparently,
the,
yeah, apparently, in terms of.
I mean,
sexual
you were
partners
born
over
in
their life.
Malaysia,
Okay.
where according to this story, you would have had 3 sexual partners, Adrian.
Okay.
And then you moved to Singapore,
Right.
where you would have had another 16.
Okay.
And now you're in Thailand, where you would have had what? Another 16 or something like that. So that's what, 16, 32.
They didn't survey me.
That's 35.
I
That's
did not. I was
is
not
that
one of the respondents to the survey.
Is 35 a good? Would you,
Yeah,
Ajahn, is 35 a good number of sexual partners?
No,
to
I
have
think
for a gentleman of
perhaps
his age.
perhaps the 16 partners that the Singaporean guy surveyed there had were in Thailand. Perhaps.
So you had more than that, is what you're saying?
Let's move on to the next topic. Since we're talking
the
about
target
since-
now.
Yeah, since we're
Okay,
talking
hang on,
about
no,
yeah.
wait a second. We can't.
Why
we're
not?
gonna. We've talked too long, so we're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna be back with another slightly deviant story about the serial breast drugger. Stay tuned.